Welcome to the December 5th edition of the Trib Report. I'm Keith Havens. We're bringing you the news from the ground up with Skelton's Floor Trader in Pullman. Now, before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss an episode of the Trib Report. Remember, it's free to subscribe. Newly released court documents reveal disturbing details in the alleged 2023 murder of Michael Odom, leading to 4 felony charges against 28-year-old Samuel Reeves. Prosecutors say Reeves, in a cocaine-fueled attack at Odom's rural home on Grand Round Road in southern Asotin County, brutally assaulted and mutilated the 48-year-old victim before burning him alive. Investigators allege Reeves later returned to the property and set the house on fire, destroying the evidence but leaving Odom's remains in the basement. A witness told detectives she overheard part of the attack during a 19-minute phone call and later saw Reeves covered in blood. Reeves, currently jailed in Oregon, will be transported to Asotin County to face the charges. Our top story, the alleged murder of Michael Odom, was also the most read article this week. 50 years after robbing and assaulting a Lewiston man, 67-year-old Kerry Houston has confessed, offered $800 restitution, and says he's relieved the victim's family accepted. Learn more about that story in this week's Lewiston Tribune podcast. In an emotional homecoming, Lapway girls basketball coach Lori Meade returned to Prairie, the program she led to 15 straight state tournaments before her firing, and guided the Wildcats to a 56-49 win. Meade called the night difficult, but said she's grateful Lapway has given her a home. When we come back, we'll have a story on a prison escapee who pleaded guilty to murdering 2 North Central Idaho men. Stay with us. This week's news is brought to you by Skelton's Floor Trader, your trusted local source for flooring and unbeatable prices. Every great story starts with a strong foundation, and so does every great home. Skelton's Floor Trader in Pullman, proud supporter of this week's newscast. Welcome back. A prison escapee has pleaded guilty to murdering 2 North Central Idaho men in March of 2024. Skylar Meade, 33, pled guilty Thursday to 2 counts of first-degree murder in a Nez Perce County 2nd District Court. In exchange for his plea, he will be spared the death penalty. For admitting to killing James Money, 83, of Julietta, and Gerald Henderson, 72, of Orfino, Meade agrees to be sentenced to 2 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole. On March 20th, 2024, Meade escaped from a hospital with alleged accomplice Nicholas Uppenauer, 30 years old, where he was being treated for self-inflicted injuries. Now, during the escape, 3 police officers were shot and wounded. Both men were arrested the next day in Twin Falls, and on their route north, Monty was killed while out walking his dogs near Kendrick. Henderson, an old acquaintance of Uppenauer's, was killed near Orfino. The plea deal also ends any proceedings against Meade in Clearwater County. Meade, who resides in the Nez Perce County Jail, has already been sentenced in Ada County to 30 to 99 years for the prison break. His sentencing in Nez Perce County is scheduled for January 26. Uppenauer remains in the Nez Perce County Jail awaiting a November 8, 2026 trial. Lewiston High School and University of Idaho graduate Jeffrey Decker found his calling in Hollywood, but he says he's happiest doing his work back in the Jeb State. That work, making movies, recently brought him to Lewiston for his newest project, a film following the detectives who pursued the infamous Green River Killer. The production, originally planned for Western Washington, moved to Lewiston because of logistical challenges. Decker said the city was welcoming and helpful, even using the Lewiston Elks Lodge, where he once attended a prom, as a home base. The movie, featuring actors like David Arquette, Nick Stahl, and Rainey Qualley, was shot between mid-September and early October with help from local extras, businesses, and friends. Decker said filming locally saved significant money while pumping several $100,000 into the area economy. He hopes Idaho will eventually introduce tax incentives to attract more film productions. Green River Killer is expected to reach streaming services like Netflix or Paramount Plus in late 2026 or early 2027. The Lewiston City Council is taking a closer look at adding a prayer to the start of its meetings. Councilor Jessica Klein requested the discussion and will lead further research on the idea, noting that Congress opened sessions with prayer and suggesting Lewiston could adopt a similar practice. Options include a moment of silence, rotating local leaders, or using a lottery similar to Coeur d'Alene. Council members were split. Some believe it could improve decision-making or increase participation. Others argued it risked legal issues or unnecessary controversy. Council President Jim Kleberg strongly opposed the idea, saying participation in organized religion is declining and asking, who are we trying to appeal to here? Further discussions will be held at a future work session. Wintry slush didn't stop thousands from gathering to ring in the holiday season at Moscow's annual Light Up the Season parade and tree lighting. The event began with the lighting of a more than 20-foot tree in Friendship Square. Parade participants wore festive lights, including Moscow High School cheerleaders, themed floats, and even Zambonis from Moscow Title Incorporated and Wholesale Hydraulics. The Grinch made his usual appearance, handing out high fives instead of stealing Christmas gifts, and the night ended with Santa Claus arriving in a horse-drawn carriage. Snow and rain cleared just in time for the festivities. More than 10 families will take the stage together in the Lewiston Civic Theater's production of The Sound of Music, which opens today. Asotin County Fire Chief Noel Harden returns to the stage for the first time in 17 years as Captain Von Trapp, performing alongside his youngest daughter. The show runs Friday through Sundays across 2 weekends, and tickets are $12 to $20 at lctheater.org or by calling 208-746-3401. For a full event calendar, visit lmtribune.com or scan the QR code on the screen. Washington State is officially bowl eligible, but who will the Cougars be playing? The Tribune's Sam Taylor and Trevor Junt break down the Cougars' potential bowl opponents, including former Idaho coach Jason Eck and the New Mexico Lobos in the latest episode of The Final Whistle. To listen, head over to our YouTube channel or scan the QR code on the screen. And now let's take a look at our regional weather forecast. Starting off with Lewiston, Clarkston, and Asotin, we are looking at rain showers off and on for tonight, Saturday. In fact, right through the weekend into next week. Overnight low temperatures have been in the low 40s, and upper temperatures are going to be in the low to mid 50s. But we will be seeing for all the way through next week, it looks like Wednesday night into Thursday, at least a shot of some rain showers off and on around the region. As we take a look at the Pullman-Moscow area, also rain showers with an overnight low of 39 degrees tonight, and then mid-40s for highs for Saturday, Sunday, and upper 40s for Monday and Tuesday, almost 50 degrees, but anywhere from 50 to 90% chance of rain taking place overnight and through the daytime hours. So it looks like it's going to be wet for everybody. Rain showers for most everybody. Could see a little bit of snow in the much higher elevations, so just be careful as you are driving. Orfino, Kamei, and Kuski, the Clearwater Valley area, looking at rain showers also for you tonight, but getting down to a low of 40 degrees and a high of 49 on Saturday. Temperatures are going to cool off just a little bit Saturday night and Sunday night with upper 30s for overnight lows, and then high temperatures will continue in the mid-40s to upper 40s. And again, that's for the Clearwater Valley region. As for Grangeville all the way to Winchester, this is the area, especially Winchester, that might see a little bit of rain-snow mix. For tonight, we're going to be seeing overnight lows anywhere from the low to mid-30s, and then highs on Saturday, mid-30s to 40 degrees, again for the region. Let's take a look at Northeast Oregon right now. We're going to be seeing a slight chance of a rain-snow mix tonight. Temperatures getting down to around 30 degrees, and then tomorrow, more rain-snow showers and a high of 40. Northeast Oregon is going to see some of the coolest temperatures. Saturday night, 26. Sunday night, 28. And temperatures will slowly warm up for you from the low to mid-40s. But again, we are looking at rain showers and maybe mixed in with a little bit of snow. Well, that's it for this edition of the Trib Report. Our trusted stories and solid foundation are brought to you by Skelton's Floor Trader in Pullman. For these stories and more, visit lmtribune.com. I'm Keith Havens. As always, thank you very much for watching.